Angel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. Thank you for joining me here for this collective reading today. I haven't done a collective reading in a while, so I'm excited to do this for you for this powerful equinox portal that we're in right now. There are a lot of intense things happening this week, as you maybe already heard. I'm going to try to remember them all for you now. We just went through the new moon in Pisces. Well, we're still in the energy of the new moon in Pisces. And on the 20th, this is, however, timeless reading, by the way, so it's okay whenever you land here. But we just went through the new moon in Pisces. We're moving into tomorrow, actually, as I'm recording this video, is Equinox. So we're also in the window of Equinox. We're entering Aries, the very first zodiac sign, so the astrological new year is beginning. And Pluto, I believe on the 21st, the moon squares Pluto, I think. And Mercury is going direct on the 20th, tomorrow. So there's so many things happening tomorrow, and then one other thing happening on Sunday. And that moon squaring Pluto is bringing in a lot of intense emotion. So there's a lot of intensity right now in general, and things are ending, new things are beginning. The wheel has been turning. Things are out of, our hands at this point. They're in motion. So we're entering Aries season, and things are going to shift energetically, dramatically. So this is a powerful portal that, as always, the equinox, but it's really got, it's really amped up this year with the year of the fire horse, So, and again, like I said, timeless reading. This is a general collective reading, so please only take the messages that resonate with you. And we're going to look at just one of these, one card from the Wild Unknown archetype that I'm shuffling here. And Spirit showed me an interesting spread. If you are here on the channel with me regularly, or have been here often, that I don't really usually do spreads, even though it's nice sometimes, but I usually am just guided to lay them out and read sort of multidimensionally and just intuitively and however comes through. And today they showed me a very specific spread, so I'm excited. And it's the Wild Unknown deck kind of reminds me of that moon and Pluto energy. So this is just kind of an energy check-in. If these messages resonate with you and are helpful, then this is your reading. So, excuse me, we're going to get into it. Let's not close down the throat just yet. So we're going to start off your reading with, we're doing an energy check-in for you. Beautiful soul, thank you for being here. Oh, I had a feeling we were going to get two, but I know what I'm going to do about that. Okay, so we have the vessel and the healer. Interesting. Ooh. The vessel and the healer. Okay, I'm going to put them like this. Well, first, all right, Spirit says, let's talk about them. And then we'll get into the tarot and some oracle messages for you at the end of the reading, to close out the reading, essentially. So let's look at the vessel. I always just I might end up having to, there's the healer. I was going to say I might end up having to edit this part. It's got to be over here, the vessel. There it is. Okay, thank you for bearing with me. Okay, so the healer says, the light worker. Interesting. So many of you I know who are feel resonant with this channel are light workers and star seeds. So the light worker, the gifted, the old soul. Though some claim the work of the healer as their gift and name it as their dharma, the force of this archetype is within everyone. It is our natural inclination to remember, to return to, and to reclaim that central and eternal life force from which we so easily drift away. In Sanskrit, the word avidya means forgetting. Sorry if I said that wrong. And it is said that this is the source of all suffering and disease, forgetting. The healer's mission then becomes to move through the comfort of forgetting, through the veils of ignorance and denial, to reveal the radiance that already exists. The healer approaches this in multiple ways, from multiple angles, knowing the cycle of healing is not linear. It is a multi-layered and circuitous process, always leading back to its own origin, much like the Ouroboros. It's interesting there's 3 snakes on there. It alludes to the, it's like the motion of it. That's interesting. So anyway, the healer. And then we have the vessel, which is the body, the container, and the cup. Wow. So your message, I mean, obviously there's going to be multi-layers here, but you're healing in a very big way. I feel like there's a huge, you know, ascension upgrade essentially happening right now, like a huge shift in you on a cellular level. That's what I want to say. So the vessel may be the most powerful archetypal form on earth. It is everywhere. Cups hold liquid. Stoves hold fire. Our bodies hold organs. Our homes hold families. Through the simple act of separation, the vessel protects what it contains. Nests protect the eggs. Savings accounts protect our earnings. Even the planets are contained within their circular orbit. When this card appears, it's time to assess what is being held together and how is the vessel too tight, too loose, broken, empty, full, or perhaps there is no vessel at all, and the contents spill in every direction. It is natural for structures to be formed and eventually fall apart. The vessel has a life cycle that must be honored. Is it time for you to build, break, or repair? You must find out. Interesting. And then with the healer, this feels like some really big shadow work happening right now for you. Yeah, you're healing. Some of you are actually healing, having big things happen with your body. Big healings with your body right now. Take that as it resonates. It feels like I really feel in the energy here. Some people are going through some pretty serious things that you're starting to feel a release from. Others of you are feeling called to healing. Yeah, so healing the vessel, healing the body. I feel like I said, this is like an ascension upgrade and about coming into like, because the ascension, as many of you know, is about embodying more light. It's not about transcending the physical anymore. That was like the old world, right? The old story. Now it is about, always has been, but now the focus is about embodying as much as of our divine light as we can, and that is extremely healing. In fact, that would be, you know, the dissolution of separation ultimately. So I do feel like you're on a pretty big jump right now, healing jump, a consciousness jump, whether you're aware of it or not. And you don't have to be consciously aware of it for it to be happening for you. So let's look into this a little bit more, because the bottom line is you're healing, and you're healing on every level of your being right now, basically on a soul level, and it's going to affect your body, and you are being guided to look at how you are, you know, riding in this vessel right now. How are you treating yourself? How are you talking to yourself? What are you feeding yourself? What activities, what media or content, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, all right, we're going to get into the rest of your reading here and see what messages want to come through, because this is central energy. And then I'm going to build a wheel here. They showed me what this is going to mean. And so up here, we're basically going to have the North Node, South Node, future, past, present. Okay, so what do they need to hear? Thank you. Oh, Four of Swords flipped out in reverse. Well, I'll show it to you upright just because it's such a cool card. So this is the Wild Unknown Tarot to match the Wild Unknown archetype. Okay, for the South Node, please. For the South Node. The Three of Pentacles. I'm hearing right off the bat, we'll go deeper, but there's something from the past that you were building that you are letting go of. Like letting go of that dream energy. Okay, so, and past position. The Six of Cups. Future position. Oh. Ace of Wands. Whoa, flipped over with Justice. Wow. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's the Seven of Wands. With Justice. Major Arcana for Libra. Number 11. And the present with the healer and the vessel behind all of this, but the present. Present, please. Okay. The Four of Cups in reverse. Both fours in reverse. So I feel like you're feeling a lack of stability right now in your life. And that's part of what's healing here. Feeling for a lot of you with this vessel message, there's something here about pouring out, like too much pouring out. And also maybe not taking enough time not pouring into yourself enough. Tell me more about this Four of Swords in reverse. Why is this here? Why is this Four of Swords in reverse? Which wouldn't surprise me because this is such a giving, loving collective. The Ten of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Three of Pentacles, please. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? The Eight of Pentacles. Right? Oh, no, sorry. I was like, wait, that's not right. Seven. The Seven of Pentacles. Seven. Where's that? Yeah, 7, 7. Seven of Wands, Seven of... Give me one more for, yeah, thank you. The Ace of Wands. Okay, and tell me more about, I know, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to keep this from you. What I just don't necessarily want to, what I see so far here is, Spirit wants you to know that you're healing, that you are releasing any kind of pain from the past where you might have felt like you didn't receive what you felt like you needed. You felt maybe even rejected, perhaps for some of you. It's like your karmic lesson has been like putting a lot of time and energy and love, maybe even, into people, places, and things that weren't really filling you back up. In the future, I see you defending this. I see justice coming in for you, like the universe also defending you as you heal and choose you, as you fill yourself back up. And this is a childhood wound. This is something from childhood where, and so as you, this is something from childhood, sorry, where you, yeah, it had deep roots. It was like a familial pattern of just being disappointed, having to wait forever, work very hard to get anything, to climb mountains. There's always obstacles to achieving abundance. So this is the karma you're clearing in your life in whatever form that's showing up for you. Because these pentacles can mean a lot of things. They can mean, you know, actual finances. They can mean ideas, projects, relationships, real physical things, jobs. But, you know, there's this energy. It's like our real physical life. But this up here is the North Node. This is your destiny. And look, it's a beautiful Ace of Wands with the 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords that was in reverse, because in your destined frequency, you don't have to withdraw from this, and you don't have to feel defended. You don't have to heal because you're exhausted. You are lit with excitement from within. That, like this healer card was saying, this life force will inspire you. And when you do pull away, it will be to just dive deeper into your creative mind. It'll be for fun. It'll be for like meditation. It'll be for something that lights you up. And this is going to bring you into abundance, in fullness in every area of your life, because that's your destiny. And this is the message that wants to come through this powerful portal for you, is you're healing some kind of level of disappointment and letdown that is a past kind of pattern, however that resonates for you. So let me get another one, please, for the 6 of Cups. Why is the 6 of Cups here? Thank you, Spirit. Oh. The 2, or no. Yeah, the 2 of Wands. Beautiful cards. I love these cards. Yeah, it's time to take a new path. You are taking a new path. Tell me more about this 4 of Cups in reverse, please. The Chariot. Yeah, look how beautiful that is. Speaking of the year, the fire horse. Oh, this is Cancer energy, water. But this is about like success, overcoming obstacles to move towards what it is that you want, and having success at getting what it is that you want. You know, after disappointment, this is a card of victory, confidence, coming into balance. It's another 7. Remember, I said I felt 7s are important here. 777 is now here. And wow. So you are healing, choosing the path where your cup gets filled, where your vessel is balanced, healed, in the frequency you want, meaning the life you want, also like inspired, feeling abundant and secure, having like solid community or people or family in your life. It's not about working really hard for the bare minimum anymore. It's not about being disappointed anymore. It's about choosing a path that you know. And look how this one is also a rainbow. And this is about being at a crossroads and making a choice, is how I'm seeing it. And it's like these colors, because it's like choosing the future, choosing your destined path, not the karmic path. The karmic path was work hard and be disappointed. So as you move forward in the near future, you're going to be feeling really good about this. It's an interesting 7 of Wands just because of that flame. I feel like this is kind of alluding to your energy being very protected just in the feeling of power and justice that you're going to feel within you. as you pour back into yourself, as you heal, as you stop choosing a path that doesn't serve you. That's what you're doing. Perfect timing with all of this. On the back of the deck, what do we have? The Mother of Swords. Wow, yeah. The Queen of Swords, you're gaining that owl there. I love it. You're gaining insight, so much wisdom, discernment, truth. And that's how you have success moving forward through all of this. Wow, okay. So these are, yeah, let me know how it resonates for you in the comments. I love that. So in the present moment, and I feel like, oh, and look, there's a new moon on the head, on the forehead of that horse. And we're in this new moon energy. And there's another new moon here. Wow. Yeah, it's like you are moving away from disappointment. Disappointments in general. You're having success, victory. Yeah, no more work. And I'm hearing that like work smarter, not harder. Saying, yeah, there's something you have learned how you're very wise here, and you're using, that's part of what helps you find this justice in the very near future. So as you're moving forward, something about something's going to feel very aligned. And I'm hearing you're going to feel confident defending your truth. Look again with the rainbow energy. It's like you're choosing expansion. You're choosing to move away from limiting beliefs. Just who says it can't be done? That's just, or like, oh, no, you can't just jump to that. You have to go through this, that, this, that. And meanwhile, your Ace of Wands energy, your healer inside, the light, the chariot energy force behind you that wants to come through is like, no, wants to defend what you know it is that you desire in this life, what will bring you into your 10 of Pentacles, which is your legacy, your abundance in, like I said, all physical forms. So you're going in the present moment, you've already chosen the path, and you're overcoming this disappointment by just staying focused on what it is that you desire, on the truth, defending the truth of who you are and what it is you see and want and believe, and not believing, not letting yourself get caught up in the stories of the past or the limiting beliefs of the past. Because your destiny is abundance and creativity and inspiration and a feeling of being a light worker on the planet. You are, this is partially being defended by the universe, I'm hearing, because this is your destined path to, step into this energy, because obviously it's going to light the way for others, because you're a healer on some level, even if you don't do that, as a dharma, as they were saying, like as a career. But many of you do, or even as just something you do, if not a career. But you're very wise, whether you're male or female, with the Queen of Swords here. You see the way forward, which is part of why you're able to drive forward right now. And I am hearing also, continue to be guided to take care of your body, take care of your physical needs. It's very important with the Chariot too, because you are powerfully moving forward. And yeah, you don't want to have to, I'm also hearing rest when you need to, but you're not going to feel like you need to rest as much. If you've been really tired, part of it has been just the activations coming through right now with all these energies, but partly because you're going through this healing of the vessel. Like I said in the beginning, you're going through an ascension upgrade. So we've all been really tired because of that, but it's also that you're learning how to work smarter, or like move in the universe and the world smarter, and it's going to take less energy, less effort, feel less like you're working so hard for so little. All right, let's look at some oracle cards for you. Well, how do I want to do this? Okay. What do they need to hear? What does this beautiful soul need to hear, Spirit? What else can you share? Let's When I asked about the South Node energy, it said the initiation, rite of passage and crossing the threshold. And I believe this is what you're doing, moving out of that darkness into a brighter world, as we're seeing with all these rainbow colors. Like you're moving into a place that's allows more options. It's like less limiting and more freeing and more abundant and more what's the word? I wanted to say efficient or productive or something like that. But yeah, you're taking the path into this brighter space, and you're moving through the storm, or you have moved through the storms. Okay. And North Node. What do they need to hear? And North Node. The Pleiades. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. And so that's what I'm saying with the healer and the vessel. Whether you see yourself as this or not, you're most likely connected to the Pleiades, maybe a Pleiadian starseed, or you have Pleiadian guides or ancestors, something like that. Take it as it resonates, or don't take it at all if it doesn't. But either way, it's like you have, like I said, this light and this, with this particular Four of Swords too, it just is so spiritual, you know, like his third eye is all so lit up, and it's a lamb, which is, you know, there's something about your ability to connect with the divine, like I said, and move through and use this creative spark, like be an endless source of this energy, is because you're here to do this. This is your North Node. This is part of what you're here to do. Wow. Let me know if you resonate with being a Pleiadian starseed. I definitely do. Definitely do. Always have. So I know a lot of you do. Beautiful energies, the Pleiades, the Seven Sisters. So tell me about the past, please. The Council of Light. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So you were being guided. Spirit wants you to know when you were making this choice, when you were working through past memories that might have been hard and letting go of certain things, that you were being guided. And I think a lot of you know this, like especially if you know that you have this healer, your vessel is a healing sort, you know, that you channel, that maybe you do healing work. Even if you don't, doesn't mean these messages aren't for you. It's just you whether you know it or not, you resonate at a very high frequency. You're very important light on the planet. You have a lot of power. I keep getting that with the Chariot, the healer, and the vessel. So you're being guided strongly, and I think most of you know that, even if you don't resonate with some of these other things I'm saying. Tell me about the future. Boundaries. Yeah, with the Seven of Wands, you're going to have to protect your truth and going forward, but it's okay because you do it. And the Queen of Swords, she knows how to draw the line. She knows exactly what to say. Again, doesn't matter she or he. And remember, you're being guided. You've been guided on this path, but we're going to get the present too. But boundaries, where do you need to establish better boundaries? See, that's what, in the future, that's what you're deciding. You know what you know what lights you up and you know what doesn't. And you are starting to understand your own truth and what feels fair to you, what feels just. And Spirit's helping too. I keep getting that you're going to see people with the Queen of Swords energy here again too. You're going to see people, places, or things very clearly, exactly how you need to see them in order to move forward accordingly. So this is beautiful for the future. Remember to ask yourself that, because this is powerful here. And there's 777, so luck is on your side with all of this. You're being guided because it's part of your destiny to shine, like I'm getting, to be abundant even. So maybe, you know, take that in if that's helpful. I know so many of us have issues with receiving the cup, you know, from the universe, due to deep wounding sometimes that we're not even aware of, right? So it's like rising into that, trusting. Says, where do you need to establish better boundaries? Yeah. See all these people trying to pull on her energy. So protecting your truth, not letting karmic people, this past energy, or karmic situations draw you down. So what I was going to say is, if you have any kind of lack or scarcity stuff, you know, that you deal with, in this reading, it's talking about not only you being kind of a really powerful channel for life force and divinity and connection here, and that bringing you abundance, but that it not only that this is in your path, but it's your actually destiny. It's like what you're here to do. It's your purpose. So it's not even, it will, as you lean into it more and more, as you establish better boundaries here going forward too, and you start to, like, you know, reclaim more of your own energy when it's not leaking out, when you have that will help you catapult, I'm hearing, forward, because the Chariot is here, like moving past any kind of past disappointments. I'm hearing that a lot of you have had it. Like, you're like, I've had it. I'm done with that. Yeah, and that's the energy here in this current moment, with all of these planets doing what they're doing right now. And the ascension energies doing what they're doing right now. We haven't even talked about the Schumann resonance. And for the present moment, we have the Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. And what was I just saying? Just thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. Right here, right now, you're being guided how to move forward, and you're doing it. And wow. Okay. Back of the deck, we have Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Perfect time to do this. This is the perfect time to do this. All right, let's get a little bit more for you, because there is so much being revealed here. This is so interesting, the way that Spirit showed me to do this reading. I'm very intrigued. I barely have room, as you can see, but we're going to do it. We're making it happen. If you're liking the video, please like it. It does help me and the channel a lot, and I really appreciate it. I appreciate you being here and all that you give, and for being here this far into the video. Love it. Thank you so much. Let me know how it's resonating if you would like. We have House 11. Friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. Yeah, this is Aquarian energy. And it's interesting because there are all these, like, there's these birds sitting there, but they're all different feathered, different colored feathers. And so there's this, you know, birds of a feather flock together, but these are birds of different feathers. And there's something here about that and all the color. There's something very multidimensional about you, something very rainbow light about you. So I'm hearing that what was this one for, Spirit, here or there? I'm hearing that part of this North Node energy is, for some of you, potentially involves the internet. So take that as a confirmation if that fits you. And it is going to bring you a lot of happy, like, creative expansion and abundance and growth. And it is going to expand your ability. You know, you open your third eye and expand your gifts as well. It's part of your purpose, and like I said, for a lot of you, it has to do with community in some way. If it's not on the internet, maybe it is at a local school, or, you know, at your work in some way. I don't know however it resonates, but it's like you, part of this double mission you're serving is with people, with like-minded groups, with, you know, influencing people in whatever way that is, whether that's in person, just in person in some way, or online, or both. But this is your true north. This is the energy of what your destiny is. And I'm hearing that for those of you who are well-versed in your astrology charts, you can get another message by looking at where what sign is in your 11th house to get even more information about this true north energy that's talking, Spirit's talking to you about right now. Not to say that that's the full thing, but that you might have clues there. Cool, this is really beautiful. This is exciting. So tell me more about the South Node, please. Conjunction, a union, merging, and coming together. Initiation, a union. I feel like in the past, the karmic cycle that's closing is not being able to stand in your like freedom, light, independence, because it threatened the people, places, or things that you were connected to. But it was part of what provided growth for you. You know, it was all part of the initiation in a way. The karmic path, you know, it's the South Node. It's the karma that you're clearing. And I'm also hearing a sense that you don't have what it takes to do it all on your own. That you don't need someone cheerleading you or sidekicking you. Like, yeah, we all need help and, you know, other people's support in our growth and our paths, but something about like more of a codependency and more of a like possessiveness energy that is being released, that was holding you back in a way, like this merging of identities, this feeling like you maybe couldn't break out of something, you know, a old way of doing things, or a familial way, or something like that. So take that as it resonates. And for the past, what do they need to know? What messages want to come through for the past? Thank you. We have Chiron. Wow. Hurt and heal. Yeah. So the past, again, healing karmic lessons that maybe were very painful. Yeah, with the Six of Cups there, that's the thing, is like there's memories here. And I'm getting like childhood healing, inner child healing. Maybe even with Chiron, like a dark night of the soul, you know, here, and choosing the path of hope, color, resonance with the divine, resonance with the council of light there, you know, the energy of the color of life, like pulling yourself through this out, not letting yourself merge with this darkness and merge with the patterns of the past or memories of the past. And this is like a deep karmic soul healing. Sorry about the noise in the background. There's UPS truck going by. Oh, and I just heard you were delivered. I know, cheesy, right? But we can use everything. It delivered from this past energy, you know. Yeah, I think it was very emotional. Yeah, with the Six of Cups, very hard time in the past here. That's why you're healing. That's why you're healing in the present and moving forward. And tell me about the future energy. Jupiter, nice. Grow and expand. That's what I was saying. You're growing and expanding into this future timeline. That's all that color coming online. And Jupiter is really positive energy. I believe it's I think Sagittarius. Is that right? Anyway, you have Libra here too. Yeah, this is why you're creating boundaries in the future here, very near future, is so that you can expand and grow, because luck is on your side. You are meant to do all this. Tell me about the present. What energy is here for them in the present that you would like to share with them, Spirit? What energy is in the present? Chariot, gosh, you're being guided. Pisces, that's the truth. We're in the Pisces. A lot of planets are in Pisces right now. Pisces, intimacy, intuition, and compassion. So I'm getting that you're in your feels right now, but you're moving forward powerfully, and you're going to be successful. You are being successful at this healing. I'm hearing, instead of in the South Node energy of like merging with other people's ideas and belief systems, now it's like in this present moment, as you've moved through this deep healing in the just recent past energy, you're now in this place where you're ready to move forward, where you're becoming really balanced and powerful and successful over all this past energy and karmic healing, because you have allowed yourself to go into your feelings with all these waterfalls in the Akash card too. You've allowed yourself to feel the pain, the disappointment. Basically, you're choosing currently to merge with yourself, to not merge with the karmic energies of the past and the karmic belief systems of the past, or your upbringing, or whatever the story is for you, and however this resonates for you. In the current moment, you are softening. Your heart is opening. Your intuition is on point, because you're about to, move through this expansion and growth and into this North Node energy. And in order to do that, you are going with, you're merging, coming into union with yourself. You're allowing yourself to connect with your intuition, to have forgiveness and compassion in whatever way that is needed, to hear the divine guidance, to trust that you actually are being divinely guided, to take that time with your emotions and with yourself, and giving yourself that allows you to come into balance and overcome this disappointment and maybe even just feeling like boredom from the past. Like you have success over this as you let yourself come back home to yourself. In the present moment, you're healing the vessel. This is what you're doing in this new moon in Pisces energy. In so many, I forget how many planets are in Pisces right now, but a lot. Like there's a lot going on in Pisces. And as of, I think, let's see, tomorrow's the 20th. Yeah, I think as of tomorrow, we go into Aries. But right now, and that's when you're going to, I guess, start to catapult more forward into this energy of, karmic balance coming in and choosing your boundaries in order to grow and expand. It's going to be a very lucky shift. So don't have any fear here. And they're saying, look behind here. Really? Oh yeah, don't have any fear. Thank you. The Eight of Swords, so don't get stuck in your head here with this feels. Don't get lost in don't go down any dark corridors in your mind. Let yourself stay in the light and be divinely guided in your heart. Do whatever you have to do to balance yourself in order to move forward. Maybe even actual movement could help. Dancing, walking, hiking, exercising, taking care of your vessel, eating very good food. Know that you're in a huge healing cycle right now, even just resting. If resting is still on the table for you, then rest, because what is right around the corner is growth and expansion. And then, catapulting you into more of your North Node. Some of you are already on this alignment, already doing this. You're already moving into your North Node. It's just layers of healing this past energy, inner child stuff, karmic stuff, setting yourself free from that so that you can step more and more into your alignment, your true north, your destiny, your true happiness. Look at that, more Aquarius energy. You're definitely, some sort of way shower, however you want to take that. But you inspire other people. You are holding a frequency of a healer, of a higher vibration, because you are meant to, because it's what you were born here to do, came here to do on some level. And like I said, take that as it resonates. You don't have to, but I think a lot of you know this. And this says originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. Exactly. You're growing and expanding. You're releasing the limiting beliefs of the past. You're moving through some really powerful karmic lessons right now with Unbound here too. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Moving into the age of Aquarius, all of us right now. And you're on this forefront, this cutting edge with House 11, Aquarius here twice, and the Pleiades. The Ace of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. It's like you're a very influential person. I wanted to say powerful being. I think a lot of you are very powerful beings. And people with the Queen, I'm looking at the Mother of Swords. Like there's just, you carry an air with you that creates just an energy. It's like your aura itself can be felt. And the people just naturally kind of respect you. I mean, I imagine you might, depending on your mission, trigger people sometimes as well with this much energy and power and alignment. But overall, it's just, I feel like an energy of respect. Like there's just, you have a very ancient and powerful energy that has the ability to just like kind of exponentially expand and grow. I keep getting that here with this Jupiter energy. You have the potential to just kind of keep infinitely expanding like the universe. And the more you protect your energy, not in a like fearful way, but in a like respectful, self-loving way, the more you expand and grow. And, you know, the more you just stay in your own lane and protect your peace, like the Queen of Swords here, stay in your truth, stay true to yourself, defend your truth, defend your peace. As you continue to do that, your gifts just continue to increase, and your ability to step into this just increases more and more, and your originality comes out more and more is what I'm hearing, because you're not so overtaken by other people's, merging with other people's energies and expectations and old belief systems. You're learning how to really come into your sovereignty energetically with the Queen of Swords here too, not just in your mind, but your whole being is gaining this level of knowingness. It's part of the healing, and the Akashic record alignment that's happening is like aligning with this originality, knowing your truth, defending your truth, seeing your truth. So this is, these are the messages I have for you right now, beautiful soul. Thank you so much for joining me here. Oh my goodness, powerful stuff. We are in powerful times right now. I appreciate you so much, and thank you for all that you give back to this channel. If you are subscribed and if you regularly watch these videos, I appreciate you so, so much. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the shares, all the things, the donations. I love you all so much. I feel you. I really do. And we really are on this collective wave together. And I'm so grateful to have the energy of you here with me. It's really, really great and special, and a very unique time to be alive. And I do believe we chose it. So that's just my belief. But I want to let you know too, I am available for personal readings if you would like to dive deeper into your own situation. And that link is in the description box below. It will take you to my website where you will have options for different times of readings and different, whether you want it recorded or on Zoom. So that link is below if you would like to do that. And again, thank you so, so much for being here. I hope these messages were helpful in some way. I'm sending you love, blessings, and I look forward to seeing you next time.